All right, you guys, so this is my recipe for these delicious, moist, fudgy brownies. And these brownies are 100% vegan, 100% gluten-free, made from whole foods. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna get started with these little sweet potatoes. I'm using about 4 of these. And I know this sounds weird, guys, sweet potatoes and brownies, but trust me, these are gonna give the brownies that super moist, fudgy texture. So we're gonna cut them into cubes and boil them until they're soft. And then we're going to mash them up as good as we can. And then I actually went ahead and just blended them up in my blender with about a cup of water. And this is so that we can get them super smooth because we don't want any lumps in our brownies. So I'm sweetening the brownies with organic coconut sugar. I'm using 2 to 2.5 cups of coconut sugar, depending on how sweet you want the brownies. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but coconut sugar has a lower glycemic index than cane sugar, which means that it doesn't spike your blood sugar as severely as cane sugar. And also coconut sugar is not sickly sweet like cane sugar, so you can get away with using more. And then just stir the coconut sugar in until it's smooth. All right, so we're adding organic cacao powder. This is gonna be about 3/4 to 1 cup of cacao powder. And I'm running it through this fine mesh strainer just to get all the lumps out. So it's gonna be 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup, depending on how chocolatey you want your brownies. And then just stir that through as thoroughly as possible. All right, so I'm using Bob's Red Mill all-purpose gluten-free baking flour, and that's gonna be 2 cups of flour. And again, just sifting it through the fine mesh strainer to remove all the clumps. And you guys, this is like the holy grail gluten-free baking flour. I've used this for brownies, cakes, cookies, pies, crackers, flatbread, pizza, anything you need, you can use this flour. All right, so after the flour is all stirred in, I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of water because right now the batter is just a little bit thicker than we need it to be. And here you can kind of see the consistency of the batter starting to come together. We want a nice thick brownie batter. That's how we're going to achieve that nice moist fudgy texture. And then I'm adding a teaspoon of baking soda. And then I'm going to stir that in, and once it's stirred in, you want to see these little bubbles. That shows that the baking soda is working and your batter is going to rise properly. And then I've oiled my pan with just a little bit of olive oil to prevent sticking. And then you're gonna bake for about 20 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So once they come out, they should look something like this. You wanna poke the middle of your brownies to make sure that the fork comes out clean and that the batter in the middle is cooked all the way through. And so here I am just doing a mediocre job of cutting the brownies. I also wanted to throw in there that I usually would make this recipe with about a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, but since I'm trying to cut back on oil, what I did was I just used a couple tablespoons of virgin olive oil, and honestly, they came out delicious. I think I might like it better like this. And if you wanted to, I think you could omit the oil completely. So I'm very happy with the way the brownies came out. They're super moist, super fudgy, the perfect amount of sweetness, the perfect amount of chocolatiness. And guys, they're vegan, they're gluten-free, cruelty-free, cholesterol-free, refined sugar-free, and they're made with whole foods. These are the best. And I also just wanted to note that you do not taste sweet potato at all. These are just super chocolatey, sweet, fudgy brownies. They're delicious. All right, guys, so that is it. Super simple, super delicious, and super healthy vegan gluten-free brownies. These are delicious. I hope you guys try the recipe and enjoy.